For the past year, couples have been locked up together in quarantine, so some were predicting a baby boom in 2021.
As it turns out, though, we may be in the beginning of a baby bust. KRDO News Channel 13's Josh Helmuth explains why some couples are choosing not to have children right now and how it could affect all of us long term. Here, come on, Petra.
Behave yourself.
Good girl.
Sharon and Robbie have been married about 5 years.
Petra.
So well trained.
Life is never dull with Petra around.
Okay, hey, Petra, that's enough.
But this rescue dog is just one small branch of this Colorado Springs family tree.
You're all muddy.
Our current family is the two of us, Petra, our other dog Bean, our dog Holly, and our son Desmond, who's about 15 or 16 months.
It's a family that only wants to continue adding kids.
2 to 3.
Yeah, 2 to 3.
We want to see how a second one goes and then kind of
Play it by ear.
yeah.
But not right now.
For me, my major concern is Sharon being pregnant and potentially getting COVID.
And many of their friends feel the same way.
A month ago, we're all baby fever, and now I should just wait. It just doesn't make sense.
One study says the U.S. will likely see 300,000 to 500,000 fewer births in the U.S. in 2021. It's a prediction that may have weight. ModernFertility.com surveyed 4,000 people. 30% said they were changing their family planning because of COVID-19.
When there are economic downturns, families often make choices to have fewer children or no children.
Jennifer Reich is a sociologist at UC Denver who isn't the slightest bit surprised by this baby bust prediction. She says the long-term effects of a declining birth rate would affect all of us, including the economy.
Young people are big spenders, and their parents spend money to accommodate family life. So we can see this affecting consumer patterns from cars to houses to travel, right, to all sorts of things that families with children spend money on. So as people get older, what does it mean in your community that you have seniors that don't have adult children to care for them? We can ask questions about what this means when you don't have enough people paying into Social Security long term because you have declining birth rates, and that can affect our social safety net programs.
But this concern isn't anything new. According to the CDC, birth rates have been on the decline, with little exception, since the 2008 recession. In fact, 2019 had the lowest birth rate since 1985. But what's causing this pregnant pause right now?
Some worry about the health of mother and baby. The CDC says COVID can put pregnant women at an increased risk for severe illness and might cause preterm birth. Also, sexual activity has fallen. With COVID restrictions on social gatherings, there's likely been much less casual sex, reducing unplanned pregnancies. Many are unemployed or possibly fear unemployment, losing their health insurance. Daycares and schools have been closed, leaving many parents concerned about childcare. The lack of in-person family support. Some couples have parents out of state who, if not for COVID, would be able to fly in to help with a newborn. And lack of paid leave. Early professional state birth numbers from 2020 appear to show just a slight decline in births in Colorado, about 1,400 less babies in 2019. Kate Adkins, she helps deliver roughly 50 babies a month for Denver Health.
I've been advising my patients life goes on during the pandemic.
She says their birth numbers for 2021 are normal so far and that moms-to-be should feel 100% safe having a baby during the pandemic.
We've grown quite accustomed to taking care of moms with COVID over the course of the last year. Many of those moms are asymptomatic or mildly symptomatic, in which cases we just provide supportive measures and take precautions to make sure that they're not transmitting.
Still, there are some couples like Sharon and Robbie who would rather just wait it out.
I worry a lot about Sharon. I mean, that was probably my primary concern during the first pregnancy, was just her overall health.
I'd rather wait until at least this summer to get vaccinated and then kind of also see how things are panning out.
In Colorado Springs, Josh Helmuth, News Channel 13.